Hi guys, welcome to Souls Know Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless tarot. For whenever it is that you're tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing really, really well. We're still using the Earth Magic Oracle to set the theme for your reading today. These are general, so please only take what resonates with you, leave the rest. And I really, really appreciate, you guys tuning in. It means the world. Oh, no, that's too many. Can we have a message for the collective, please, Spirit? Message for the collective. Meadow with vulnerability. Bottom of the deck, ebb and flow ocean. It's kind of come out in the reverse, but like I said, I don't know if we read these in the reverse. We'll see what's going on. So ebb and flow with the ocean, and then we have meadow with vulnerability. Now this could have something to do with an emotional vulnerability, because we do have the ocean. And anytime I see bodies of water when I'm reading, it gives me emotion, feelings, your heart space. It's also an energy of consciousness, of spirit, the divine. It initially came out in the reverse, so I don't know if there's something about this ebbing and flowing that you may be resisting, and I don't know if the reason for your resistance is this vulnerability. I don't know if you are required, to be vulnerable. If you think of this meadow, it's very open. I don't see anything really obstructing or blocking that view. So I don't know if you're required to be literally open, emotionally open, go with the flow, move where your life is taking you, kind of thing. Because there's not much that can stop the ebbing and, well, there isn't anything that can stop the ebbing and flowing of the ocean. Somebody just may not like to be putting up a resistance because of the vulnerability aspect of being open. And vulnerability can be seen as, especially in the modern world that we live in, as a weakness. It's so funny because we had the last reading that the first card out was strength. And vulnerability is a strength. It isn't, it's maybe perceived by other people as a weakness, but those people, they don't know how to be vulnerable, or they don't know what being vulnerable truly is, or the perspective that they have about it. It's misguided. It's misguided. Right, let's see what's going on here. Knight of Materials, or the Devil. Yeah, this is something about ego. Someone's ego and, I don't know, vulnerability. We've got all this earth energy. The Knight of Materials, which is the Knight of Pentacles. The Devil is Capricorn energy. And then we've got this meadow, which you can't get more earth than an open field with growing flowers. So this is all very fixed. I don't know if your perspective that something is very rigid and very fixed and you've had it for a very long time. The Knight of Materials is the slowest moving energy that we have. So this could just be like a long-standing perspective of, or like something to do with your ego. The way you've perceived something forever or a very long time. Numerous years, it's become ingrained, it's something that you're attached to, this perspective about vulnerability. And we've got the Knight of Emotions, so it's like we've got the Knight of Pentacles, this earth energy, then we've got the Knight of Cups, the water energy. There's something about balancing this out. Right, okay, show me why the Devil's here under vulnerability. Oh, I've got to there's another deck that shows this so beautifully. Let me get one more card and then I can show you. Show me the Devil. We've got the Nine of Materials. Oh my God, look at that. The Three of Materials, the Two of Materials. Every card over here is Earth. Every single card is Earth. The Nine of Materials, Three of Materials, Two of Materials, Knight of Materials, and the Devil. Let me shift that out the way. All my cards are like seriously fraying. Right, show me this ocean with ebb and flow in the reverse. I'm going to keep that in the reverse. I'm going to keep that in the reverse because there's something about going backwards here to go from the 9 to the 3 to the 2. We're going backwards. So if there's an aspect of your life that's either taking a long time to unfold or you're finding that there's a decline, there's something about this ego and vulnerability. Right, show me ebb and flow, ocean in the reverse. Why is this energy here? Seven of emotions. We start with the Cups energy. Then we've got the Hermit. And then we've got Temperance. This is the balancing out of the two sides of you. Balancing out of, like we were saying, the earth energy. The reality that you're living versus, not that I like to say versus because it's integrating the two. It's not picking one over the other. The emotional side, like I was saying about your consciousness, there's something that needs to be balanced out, integrated, healed here. The Hermit is an introspective energy, and the Seven of Cups, let me just start, I'm starting. The Seven of Emotions is confusion, clouded perspective, and that's what I was saying here. I don't think someone is looking at vulnerability correctly. I don't know, there's so much, like either money or practicalities here. It's like someone might be like, I don't have the time to be vulnerable, or how is being vulnerable going to help me financially? It's that kind of attitude. But at the same time, we're seeing a decline. So if you are experiencing some sort of material decline, there's something about this vulnerability that needs to be balanced out. We've got it here with the Hermit. Someone's got to go within, ask themselves these deep soul-searching questions, introspection, it's self-reflection, maybe time on your own to discover your own emotions and feelings before you can then be vulnerable and share them with others. You've got to get to know yourself on a spiritual level, on an emotional level. I don't know, like I say, the power of this water though, I'm just seeing it like these waves crashing and breaking, like, I don't know what you call it, but like where the, you know what I mean, where the, I don't know what the word is, where the water kind of meets the sand. There's something about the balancing out of this energy. I don't know if someone's emotions run so deep, they're so powerful, that's why they feel that vulnerability is a weakness. I feel that I'm talking to someone that feels really, really deeply. What's the saying? Still waters run deep. Is that what they say? I think that's how it goes. Because yeah, still waters run deep. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Blah. And then the Ten of Swords. And then Justice. Here we go. We've got to the root of the matter. Let's move these. We've got to the root of the matter. Here's all of the air energy. So we've got all of the earth energy here. Then we've got the water energy here. Here's all of the air. Someone thinks that they've got to show up in like a really stoic, I'm not going to show my feelings. Queen of Voices, she's not very emotional. We've spoken about her loads of times. She likes facts, logic. So I mean, this person's question, like, how is this wishy-washy vulnerability going to help my practical world? Someone's very stoic, very closed off or cut off from their feelings and their emotions. And it may have something to do with the betrayal that they've experienced, an injustice that they experienced. But what I am going to say, and I love this Justice card, whatever you experience, whatever this Ten of Swords was, this woman's been like impaled. I don't know what these like chevron things are, but it looks like she's been impaled, literally stabbed by something or someone. That may be why somebody is closed off from their feelings or their emotions. They may have been really hurt. And, you know, that is like almost a natural response, a subconscious one, but that's what happens. Because somebody can close down after they've experienced a Ten of Swords. But what the universe is telling me, the fact it's come out next to Justice, you can see that, like, that cracking open. It wasn't supposed to close you down. It was supposed to crack you open. And to hear me say that, they kind of sound like the same thing, but they're not. Because you can see inside of this you can see, like, I don't know, she's already started to crack open. We've got the new version of the person inside, and the old version is kind of split open, revealing the inner workings of this person. That's what I mean. Incorporate your emotional body into this practical body, into this mental body. That's what this experience was supposed to do. It was supposed to help you integrate all aspects of yourself into your soul, into your experience here on earth. And we get there through this hermit and this temperance energy. And we spoke about the hermit, going within, taking time on your own. It's solitude, connecting directly to, you know, your source, whoever that's going to be for you. It's not for me to say. The universe, God shows up in many ways for many people. I believe that the energy, regardless of what your faith is, what your religion is, whether you would only consider yourself to be spiritual, it's all the same damn energy to me when I'm reading it. So it doesn't matter. But that introspection, that self-reflection, that one-on-one connection that you and your divine have is what's going to help you restore this balance here. It's actually a really beautiful reading of like self-discovery, like I was saying, of getting to know yourself on a deeper level. And if there is something financial, career related, very practical, very earthly that you're wanting to, I don't know, manifest, that you're seeing a decline or things are starting to go backwards, we've got like the muse of materials. That's the King of Pentacles. Now that's at the bottom of the deck. But there's some balancing here of like your emotional world, your mental world, releasing any hurts, any betrayal associated with a really heavy cycle that you've been in. Like I said, it may have lasted a very long time because it's definitely what's formulated your ego in some kind of way. What you were attached to physically, like, because the devil is materialism. And there's nothing wrong with wanting shit. I've told you, I'm so excited. I've had a new sofa delivered today. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sat here on the floor with my legs crossed like we don't need money and that's so human. No, we need money to survive. We need money to survive because we're having a very earthly experience, which is what's represented by all these pentacles. But we are not just our body. We're a spiritual being with this ebb and flow and ocean and being connected to this powerful source of energy. We're also mental beings. We wouldn't have a brain if we weren't supposed to engage it. You know what I mean? And then I find it strange because then at the bottom of the deck we've got creation, and that to me is the wands energy, because we've got earth, all this water, all this air. I'm like, where's the fire? Where's the passion? Where's the wands? Where's the creativity? And it's here. The creativity comes for you to be able to create this financially dependable life. Whether, like I say, it's job, it's money, it's career, it's finances that you're wanting to acquire. It comes after this is all balanced out, though. That's what it feels like to me. Right, I think I'm done. Yeah, let's get a couple of these and then get you some advice and guidance. I'm doing one more. I'm being really responsible because I'm going to do my work before I go downstairs and rip the packaging off my sofas. I'm so excited. It's the first brand new sofa that I've ever purchased. And I'm 40, I think I'm 41. Yeah, I am. I think I am. I know I am now. Yeah, so it's been a long time coming, so I'm super excited. Anyway, can we have any more messages relating to this reading for the collective? Release. Exactly. It's fallen right on top of, like I was saying, all this material energy. Despondence. Right. Let's see what these three are. Release, despondence, and mysticism. Look at that. Release, despondence, mysticism. Isn't this what we were just talking about? The way that these cards have come out is ridiculous. It's releasing the grip, the attachment that somebody has. I don't like to say whether it's to money, the reality of things, only seeing things through this this earthly experience. Something's got to die, to be let go of. It could be, like I say, the way you're looking at this vulnerability or this being open. Something needs to die here. She stood like in a graveyard. Stood in a graveyard. We've got the sun coming out. It's a grey day. It's like it's beating down with rain. So it's that water. I don't know if there actually needs to be an emotional release. Like I said, this is in the reverse. There may need to be, like the heavens have opened and the rain's pouring down. You may need to, if you've been especially like very, in your head, very stoic, not allowing yourself to feel, not really connected to your emotional body. There may need to be an emotional breakthrough, an emotional release where you allow yourselves to feel what it is that you're feeling. That will be the first step of vulnerability. Like I said, being vulnerable with yourself. This is just in the privacy of your own home. Nobody else needs to know. But this is something I feel is going to shift something for you. Then we've got despondence, and this is all that mental energy. So I don't know if the resentment of what it is that you've experienced through this Ten of Swords, this injustice, lies, dishonesty, whatever has happened to you here, it's either made you despondent, because we've got two figures on this card. One down here is well pissed. This one here looks like she's in this energy of creation. She's pregnant with the earth. She's got all this green lush, these vines wrapped around her that are growing from her. So I don't know, like I say, if there's something mental has kept you despondent. I actually want to read that. And then over here with the ocean energy, like I said, that's consciousness, it's spirituality, it's your emotions and feelings. And then we've got mysticism, which is exactly what I just said. Completion. Look, we've got completion and release. Both of these scenes are at like a graveside. Both of these scenes, I said seeds. Both of these scenes are at a graveside. Completion and release. There's something that needs to be let go of here. Spirit, I feel, is trying to help somebody. This grey energy is spirit, it's consciousness, your connection to higher consciousness. This purple energy, which these two cards are backed on, is your third eye. So I don't know if someone's third eye is opening. Like I said, this cracking open. We've got this light emanating from like her forehead there. Somebody may be becoming more spiritual or believing that they are more than just this physical body. I don't know, for some, I don't know why, but I was going to say, now I've just said physical body, there may be, because all of this is physical, Pentacles represents the body. If this could be an ego death, this could be, for some, it could be a physical death. I don't know, like if you're dealing with grief or have lost somebody that you were attached to here in the material world. I'm not really sure. But then if that is the case, there's definitely a need for vulnerability. You've got to allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling in association with this loss. You can't be stoic. There has to be an emotional release. It's not going to be healthy for your body, your mind, or your soul if you just pretend as though this doesn't affect you, it hasn't affected you. I just feel doing that is going to see someone end up really bitter or resentful, very closed off from their feelings. And then this mysticism, like I say, going within, receiving the answers, connecting to your spirituality, healing. This is just giving me earth angel energy all day. And then we've got miracle at the bottom of this creation. What was at the bottom of the deck? There was a card there, I can't remember, but now we've got the Fool. So yeah, this creation, Fool, new beginnings, moving in a new direction towards your miracles. It all comes when you're balanced and in alignment. That's when the miracles start pouring in. Because there's something going backwards here, and that's not what somebody wants. Somebody could be feeling vulnerable because their finances are dwindling, or things are taking a long time. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. Right, let's get you some advice and guidance. And let's wrap this up. Can you have some advice and guidance for anyone resonating with this reading, please, Spirit? We've got 2. Be courageous. That was an energy I was picking up on yesterday. A need for you to be courageous. Card number 8. Yeah, when you're taking action, be brave. Don't listen to your ego that's trying to keep you small, or that's trying to, yeah, especially if it's about expressing or showing your vulnerability. Be courageous. Like I said, it isn't a weakness. Card number 8 in the tarot is strength. We spoke about this at the beginning where I said that vulnerability is actually a strength. But what I will say is not everybody deserves your vulnerability. We have to be discerning. You know, we have to be discerning about who we choose to be vulnerable with, what we choose to be vulnerable about. You be vulnerable with yourself wholeheartedly. But when it comes to people outside of you, just be discerning. Because some people can and will use your vulnerability against you. And that's why they feel that vulnerability is a weakness. Because they know what they do with other people's vulnerability. Do you know what I mean? So just be discerning about who to share that vulnerability with, but expressing it is very brave. It's a very brave thing to do. And then we've got turn on the light, card number 5. So yeah, your ability to see. Let's quickly flip through these, and then we've got stop. That was in the reversed. Again, we've got this water. We've got like these penguins stood at the side of this like ice thingamajig, shark in the water, or whale, God knows. But it's water, and it's in the reverse. But this would be, we've seen massive chunks of ice in here. So frozen water is like that frozen emotion. Emotion not flowing, or feeling that it's dangerous for you to dip into the water. You're going to be eaten up if you show your vulnerability or dive into your feelings, or someone, I don't know, I just feel someone's, as I was saying, still waters run deep. I'm talking to someone whose emotions are very deep, but they don't show it. Right, let me read this for you guys. I don't want courageous. Let's do number 5, because I've just kind of talked about that courage. The courage to be vulnerable. Right, it says, look to your life with the eyes of your spirit and not your ego. The ego points out your flaws. Your spirit concentrates on your perfection. Because I mean, this, as I was saying, is all ego energy. All this is spirit energy. I can't believe how that's come out. The ego sees everything as your failure. Your spirit sees it as a process and progress. The ego views itself as separate and alone. The spirit knows itself to be connected to all and an essential part of the whole. Yeah, this is about finding the right people to be vulnerable with, that are going to share their vulnerabilities with you, not weaponize that shit and use that against you. The ego sees darkness, the spirit sees light. Right now you're being asked to view your circumstances with the illumination of your spirit. Don't focus on the shadows, that's this devil energy. Don't focus on the shadows, but rather on the light. Ask, what is right in my life at this moment? What is working? What am I learning? What is in the process of improving? If you look with the light of your spirit, you'll clearly make out that all is well. Your ego can't see past its own fears, so all appears to be dark. Your spirit turns on the light and thus perceives the value of all of your experiences. With it on, you can see that all is good. Yeah, like I say, someone went through something dark here. With the Queen of Swords, the Justice, the Ten of Swords. Don't let that form, that's what I mean, your whole life experience moving forward. Allow yourself to be broken open and, you know, birthed again, if you know what I mean. But within this energy, like I say, of selected vulnerability. Right, okay, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.